Okay, there's a function that looks like this. Now for this impossible name we talked about where A was 12 and B was 37 and C was 19, this would translate to this. What is 1 divided by? It's divided by what's in this parentheses, right? It's not divided by this or this or this, because if it was, well, your order of operations says you do multiplications and divisions in order. So the division is 1 divided by whatever's in here. This is a multiplication which is done after the division, which means you divide this and then you multiply by this. Okay? So you got to be careful about that. I'll try to make sure that grouping looks right, but if I don't, you're still responsible for knowing what the order of operations is. And it wouldn't, you know, if you solved the problem correctly, it wouldn't be a polynomial anymore, it'd be a rational function. If you gave me a decent graph and told me where the intervals were, it's positive, negative, and increasing, decreasing, everything I ask you about, and misinterpret that as if the whole thing down here was in parentheses, I'd give you full credit because it's a harder problem using the same skills. Okay? I'd not only do that, I'd be impressed, but I would complain on your test. I would take off 5 points for not following the order of operations and give you 5 extra points for doing a good job on what you ended up with. Okay, so I'd penalize you, but I'd restore the points. Just to make the point that you need to know the order of operations, right? Okay. When I grade tests, I grade them as reasonably as I can, unless you catch me in a bad mood or something. Okay, make sense? Now what's that graph look like? Well, you can very quickly say the zeros are at negative 37, negative 19, and 12, which are spaced something like this. Okay? And if x is less than negative 37, everything's negative. So you got 3 negatives giving you a big old negative. Between 37 and negative 19, negative 37 and negative 19, this term is positive. So you're going to have a negative, a positive, and a negative giving you a positive. The graph's above the axis. Between negative 19 and 12, the second 2 terms are positive. So you have a negative, positive, positive, which gives you a big old negative. And out here you have positive, 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 giving you a big old positive. Out here, things get really big really fast. Out here, things get really big really fast. So your graph is going to look something like this. And hopefully you understand it that well. You do it that quickly. Okay? Because that's really the main thing I want you to understand about polynomials. But there are a few other things in here that will probably take you some time if you haven't seen it before. But nothing that you wouldn't know how to do if you read the words correctly and have done everything that has been assigned up to this point. Okay? But yeah, the main reason I put the camera on that was just so I could quickly show you how that's done, okay? And you could actually put a scale on these things. It's pretty easy, but if you read that problem, I'm probably going to sign that one. Just so you're warned about little curveballs that could come at you in the test.